Welcome to the latest climate podcast. Here are today's top climate news stories. India is making strides in electric vehicle (EV) manufacturing by enhancing local production through the phased manufacturing program. This initiative, part of the PM eDrive scheme, aims to reduce costs for consumers while promoting indigenous manufacturing. Recently, the government provided temporary relief to e-truck makers facing challenges due to a rare earth magnet shortage, allowing them to import certain components without losing benefits. The program is adaptable, allowing for adjustments based on industry needs, which has built confidence and attracted investment. As India continues to innovate, the focus remains on developing essential components like battery cells and chargers for a resilient EV ecosystem.
In Pakistan, former Federal Minister for Environment Malik Amin highlighted the significant challenge of climate change during a recent interview. He emphasized the importance of the Billion Tree Tsunami Initiative, noting that ongoing deforestation threatens the ecosystem. Aslam praised Pakistan's participation in China's Green Development Program, which offers valuable suggestions for addressing environmental issues. He believes that effective diplomacy and collaboration between the government and opposition are essential for political stability and tackling climate challenges. Overall, Aslam's insights underscore the urgent need for action to protect Pakistan's environment and promote sustainable development.
Bitcoin has made headlines in the United States by reaching a record high of over $125,000, reflecting strong demand and a favorable regulatory environment. This surge marks an eighth consecutive day of price increases, showcasing renewed confidence among investors. Analysts attribute this rise to robust institutional interest and the growing popularity of Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, which make it easier for large investors to enter the market. As Bitcoin gains traction as a mainstream asset, the overall cryptocurrency market is also recovering, with positive trends in other digital currencies like Ethereum. However, experts advise caution due to potential volatility.
In Brussels, the Women Climate Leaders Network gathered to inspire bold actions for Europe's green transition. Female business leaders from all 27 EU member states, alongside policymakers and experts, emphasize the importance of decarbonization and sustainable finance as economic opportunities. They encouraged investment in clean technology and highlighted the need for supportive policies for small and medium-sized enterprises. New research shows that 90% of European small and medium-sized enterprises view reducing emissions as critical. The meeting celebrated women's leadership in driving climate solutions, reinforcing the idea that empowering women in this sector is not only fair, but also beneficial for the economy.
A recent study from the Indian Institute of Management in Lucknow highlights that Indian exports are making factories greener by up to 25%. The research shows that companies become more energy efficient when they enter global markets, primarily by adopting advanced technologies. This challenges the belief that trade harms the environment, proving instead that international trade can drive green growth and help India meet its climate goals. The findings suggest that promoting access to foreign technology and encouraging energy-efficient practices can benefit both the economy and the environment, creating jobs while fostering sustainable manufacturing in India.
The European Central Bank has raised concerns about the preparedness of Europe's banking sector for climate-related risks. A recent report highlights that banks are not ready to handle sudden climate shocks, especially those tied to carbon-heavy industries like oil and gas. The study shows that delaying climate policies could lead to severe financial losses, while early action could help banks adapt. Additionally, extreme weather events threaten collateral values and increase risks for banks, particularly in southern Europe. The ECB emphasizes the need for better data and coordinated policies to ensure financial stability as climate impacts grow.
A new World Bank report highlights the vital role of women in combating climate change, challenging the idea that they are merely victims. Instead, women are recognized as leaders in resilience and adaptation, drawing from their experiences in managing resources like water and food. The report introduces the Climate Leadership Readiness Framework, showcasing how women's collaborative leadership leads to better community outcomes. While women face barriers in decision-making and access to resources, their involvement in climate strategies is essential for effective governance. By empowering women, policymakers can harness their potential to create more sustainable futures for all.
Ireland may face significant challenges with high energy prices if it does not explore nuclear power options, according to an Air Grid briefing. The country currently has some of the highest electricity costs globally, impacting households and businesses. While Ireland aims to rely on wind and solar energy, the briefing highlights potential risks in achieving sustainability, affordability, and reliability. New small modular nuclear reactors could provide a solution, offering lower costs and faster delivery. As global interest in nuclear energy grows, Ireland is encouraged to consider its role in meeting climate targets and enhancing energy security.
India's Union Minister Hardeep Puri recently engaged in productive discussions with Brazilian officials about biofuels, energy transition, and investments in the oil and gas sector. This meeting, held at a dinner hosted by the Brazilian ambassador, highlighted India's significant role in global climate dialogue and Puri's personal connection with Brazil. The focus on biofuels and energy transition reflects a commitment to sustainable practices and innovation, which are crucial in addressing climate change. This collaboration could lead to exciting advancements in energy solutions for both nations, fostering a greener future.
India's Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal is on an exciting 3-day visit to Singapore, promoting stronger business ties between the two nations. He highlighted the potential for collaboration in renewable energy, clean technology, and infrastructure during meetings with key leaders from Singaporean firms. Discussions included India's achievements in renewable energy and opportunities in areas like waste-to-energy and digital connectivity. Goyal also emphasized the importance of attracting global investments to enhance India's manufacturing infrastructure. This partnership aims to create a balanced and future-ready economic relationship, paving the way for growth and innovation for both countries.
Prince William is focused on the future of his 3 children as he marks the halfway point of his 2030 climate activism pledge. In a heartfelt video shared on October 4th, he emphasized the urgency of addressing climate change. The upcoming Earthshot Prize Gala in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, on November 5th, aims to celebrate innovative solutions for a healthier planet. Prince William believes this decade is crucial for future generations, stating that the actions we take now will significantly impact the Earth. He expressed optimism about the inspiring stories from this year's finalists, urging everyone to support their efforts for a cleaner, safer world.
The return of Saturday Night Live in the United States brings excitement as the show prepares to tackle current political issues with its signature humor. Following a brief suspension of Jimmy Kimmel Live due to political tensions, many are curious about how SNL will address recent events, including the controversial murder of activist Charlie Kirk. With new cast members and Puerto Rican superstar Bad Bunny hosting the Super Bowl halftime show, the stage is set for lively discussions. Despite some criticism, the show remains a vital platform for political satire and free speech in today's dynamic landscape.
In Canada, Prime Minister Mark Carney is under pressure to align his climate actions with his promises. While he has reduced the previous government's carbon tax, he plans to introduce a new industrial carbon tax and a tariff on imports from countries lacking green policies. Critics urge him to abandon unrealistic emission reduction targets, which could harm the economy. Instead, Carney is encouraged to focus on practical solutions, like utilizing Canada's natural gas resources and developing a clean energy corridor to effectively reduce emissions while supporting economic growth and job creation.
The United States government is increasingly collaborating with startups, particularly in fields like artificial intelligence, automation, and climate technology. This partnership offers startups valuable funding and opportunities, but a recent government shutdown poses risks to their progress. The podcast hosts discuss how the landscape has shifted from consumer internet startups to defense and deep tech, which often require government approval. Additionally, the government has taken equity stakes in companies like Lithium Americas, enhancing its influence in the tech sector. This evolving relationship highlights the growing importance of government support in the startup ecosystem.
Countries are increasingly turning to nuclear power as a clean energy solution to combat climate change. After years of hesitance due to past disasters, recent studies show that nuclear energy is safe with proper oversight. High development costs remain a challenge, but public-private partnerships are helping finance new projects. Tech companies are eager to invest in nuclear energy to power their operations sustainably. The World Nuclear Association Symposium highlighted a projected increase in nuclear investments, suggesting a bright future for the sector. With supportive government policies, the nuclear industry could see significant growth and innovation in the coming decades.
In British Columbia, a recent study warns that the province must enhance wildfire risk reduction efforts to avoid severe economic consequences. Additionally, a new report suggests that adopting a predominantly plant-based diet could prevent 15 million deaths annually and significantly reduce agricultural emissions. The United Nations highlights that human activities are driving climate change, with greenhouse gas levels rising alarmingly. Meanwhile, Switzerland faces significant glacier melting, with a 3% volume loss this year, impacting water resources and tourism. These developments underscore the urgent need for action against climate change and its effects on our environment.
Australia is exploring the benefits of transitioning to electric vehicles, as taxing them instead of fossil fuel cars is seen as poor economic policy. Electric vehicles, like those charging in Canberra, contribute less to pollution compared to heavier fossil fuel cars. Additionally, the costs associated with climate change, such as road repairs from flooding in northern New South Wales, highlight the need for better tax policies. The potential closure of Rio Tinto's coal-fired power station in Gladstone by 2029 presents an exciting opportunity for clean energy transition, emphasizing the importance of supportive policies for a sustainable future.
For more climate news, make sure to download the Change Your Climate app from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Please note these stories were AI generated from real news sources, which isn't always perfect. If you have any concerns or questions about the news contained in this podcast, please reach out to us. Thank you, and see you tomorrow.